Hey friends, Hattie from Honeybee Stampers here. In today's video, I'm going to share with you this cute little card that I designed for a shoebox swap. And I'll talk to you all about what a shoebox swap is and when you can look forward to another one if you're a demonstrator that's local to me. So this project features the Bloom Boutique Designer Series paper and actually the Bloom Boutique suite of products. So I will share all of that with you today. I'm excited about putting this project together. I designed this quite a while ago for this shoebox swap, and I've had it sitting here, this little extra kit made up to be able to put it together for you, my viewers, and I'm just now getting around to it. So before we hop into this, I did get my paper pumpkin kit in today. So this is the August paper pumpkin kit. I haven't even opened it to look at it, and so I thought I'd do a quick unboxing with you guys. I don't think you would mind if I did that so we can see what this looks like. I really love paper pumpkin, and if you follow me, then you know that I'm part of a paper pumpkin creatives group where we design several alternative projects featuring that month's kit. And you, if you are a customer of mine, like a paper pumpkin subscriber, you can get that tutorial for free. If you're a team member of mine, you can get that tutorial for free. If you would like the tutorial but you're neither of those things, then you can either subscribe and then you'll get it, or you can purchase it out of my online tutorial store. And so I'll share links. Just recently I realized that Facebook is not allowing me to share more than 2 links a month. So they have restricted me on sharing links. And so if you want a link to my paper pumpkin, or if you want a link to anything, just comment in the description below and let me know, and I'll be able to follow up with you. All right, so let's dive in and see what this is. So the kit, my kit was kind of smashed up when I got it, but this kit is the August 2026 kit, 2022, where am I? And it's called Kindred Greetings. So the little sneak peek that we were given of it was beautiful, and so I'm excited to see it. So this is gray granite, and this is a great opportunity for me to share with you guys that these are how our paper pumpkin kits look, the ink spots. Next month, we're getting brand new ink spots. They're a little bit bigger, so there's a little bit more of a stamping surface, and they're really cute. They just look like a little mini ink pad, and I'm really excited to try them out, but that starts in next month's kit, so get ready for that. Then we've got this stamp set, which whenever I get the paper pumpkin kit stamps, I always stamp the entire sheet so I can see what it looks like. And actually it has it in the directions as well. But we're just gonna do a quick unboxing and then we're gonna get to our project. So let's see here. Our paper pumpkin kit comes all celloed like this. This is pretty, you guys. This was the sneak peek that I shared before that I had, that I was privy to. And then look at that. That is such a cool technique. I love it. I love these cards. They look dainty. They look really sweet. I do have a couple extras of these kits. So if you want this kit, maybe you didn't get it, and you want a full kit with the stamps and the ink and all that kind of stuff, reach out to me and let me know, because otherwise I'm taking it with me on the road to my SSAT show. First one up is in Maryland, and then I'll be in Virginia. And I'll be in Pennsylvania this year too. So that's a new show. I'm excited to do that. And I'll be sharing more about it in the near future. Okay, let me just open this up. So what you get in this are the Stampin' Dimensionals. These are the minis, which is great. You're gonna get a little pouch like this with some twine, and it looks like it's gray granite and white, and then tear and tape. You can never have too much tear and tape. So I love that they include that. Then look at these really pretty envelopes. Look at that. That is, oh, that's so pretty. It looks like a watercolor effect. And we've got them in 3 different colors that are going to match the cards perfectly. I'm excited to put these together. So I've been putting the kits together completely as of late, and then whatever's left over in my kit, that's what I use to design my alternative project. I also pull in the dies that coordinate with paper pumpkin, and any extra little bits that I need to complete my project. So we've got some die cut labels And then these are some card bases, and all the card bases look like they're all white, and they all have like this almost linen. You know, I was thinking about this the other day. I love the seagrass paper that you see people do, like their wallpaper seagrass. And I was just thinking to myself, if I were to redo a room, I would love to do that, seagrass. But this is what it kind of reminds me of, either like a canvas or a linen or a seagrass. So there's that. And then look at these gorgeous pieces. Oh my goodness, this is so pretty. So I love that ombre look there for this one. And when I put these cards together, I'll show you guys, because it looks better and different when you see it in person. And then here are the other elements, and they feel fantastic. They're just, I mean, this looks so delicate and so pretty. So I can't wait to put that together. And then of course you would get the instructions here. Kindred greetings. You're going to make exactly what you see on the front, 9 cards. So 3 each of 3 different designs. They've got the step-by-step instructions. I love when Stampin' Up! Started to do it in color. And then on the back, this is the stamp set. So here is this stamp set here. Great, it's beautiful. Sending my whole heart at a time when words fall short. I'm always here for you, friend. I'm so sorry. So this kit is all about just like sympathy. I guess I didn't realize that, but who doesn't need these? I mean, you don't want them in your stash, but who doesn't need some sympathy cards? And these are gorgeous. So yeah, I will be putting those together and sharing them with you guys for sure. Let me put all of this back. And let's talk about this project that I'm going to do tonight. So I have an entire lineup of cards and projects that I have designed over the past several months for different classes and events. And I always kind of make an extra kit because I have in my mind that I'm going to do a video like this. And then I never get to it. So I'm hoping to start kind of working through this lineup here and sharing some inspiration with you guys for sure. So here's the project. Again, I made this for a demonstrator shoebox swap, which I have one coming up in September. So if you're a demonstrator local or in driving distance to Sumter, South Carolina, would love to see you at it. It's going to be really fun. It's going to be in a new location, so you'll hear about that location soon. It's going to be on Friday, September 25th, and it'll start at either 9 or 10. I think it's going to be 10 a.m. and it'll last until 3, and it's very fun. Okay, so let's talk about this. So Bloom Boutique is the suite of products that I chose for this. And Stampin' Up! Is coming out with new catalogs and a different way of doing things. So instead of having an annual catalog that runs an entire year, we have 3 separate quarterly catalogs. And they promised that they would share with us whatever products that we could count on would be around for an entire year. And this is one of them. And I think that's great because you can either look at it as, okay, this is going to be around for a whole year, so I'm going to do something big with it. Or if you're a customer who's shopping, you can maybe put this one on the back burner and get something that you know may not be around for the entire year, and then come back to this a little bit later. This is what I consider a mega suite. So you've got 2 bundles. If it's a mega suite, it's got 2 bundles, designer series paper, embellishments, all kinds of stuff. And so this is the designer series paper sampler that I have here. And you can see that it's got all of the new in colors, and then it's got some gold. And I love that. So one side, and this comes in 12 by 12. So let me share that with you. I've cut up some of this, but you can see that there's some gold in there. I love when there's specialty paper like this. And then on the other side is more of a neutral. Then we've got a little, this is so pretty too. And then on the other side is not embellished like that with the gold. Here is another piece. And there's the other side. And this one just has little tiny specks of gold, and it's perfect. It works perfectly. And who would have thunk that this new in color would look so good with gold? So I gotta remember the name of this. What is this color? Here it is. Golden Glow. This Golden Glow color looks fantastic. Hey, Cindy. Uh-oh, you have your volume on, you can't hear me? Maybe if somebody else is watching Let me know if you can hear me or not. I hope so. So I'm going to keep going and hopefully the audio will catch up. All right, so there's this. Okay, so then we've got the designer series paper as part of that mega suite. The 2 Stampin' bundles. I don't see anything else, so I'm going to keep going. Scallop Blooms is one, and it's sentiments. Great sentiments, obviously. Thinking of you, happy birthday, thank you. Those are like everything that you would need in a sentiment set. And then on the other side, I've got my dies stored. So this is a bundle that comes with these particular dies. Obviously shown much smaller. And then on this one, Bouquet Blossoms. And this is the stamp set. It's 2-step stamping. And then here are the dies on the other side. And then the other part of this suite are these embellishments. These are also in color embellishments, and they're the butterflies. These are called the 2026, 2028 in color butterflies. They're really pretty. I did not use these on the project. I ended up using the flat ones because we have these as well. They look like this, and they're called the 2026, 2028 in color dots. I could have absolutely used these, but anyways, there's that. And then one other thing in this suite are these boxes. So these little treat boxes, and here's an example of the way that the treat box comes together and the way that it looks. Okay, so this is one that my friend Susan designed for our retreat. I won't be eating that cookie because it's been in there for a while, but it's a great little box with a nice little cutout in the front, and you can put all kinds of great treats in there. Okay, and it's food safe, so you've got that. So that's part of the suite. Now let's go ahead and put this together. I'm hoping I can remember how to do everything because it's been a while. It was a pretty easy card though, so. All right, I chose Hydrangea Hue. Look how beat up that is. Oops. If you can hear me, let me know in the comments below, because Cindy was having a little bit hard time hearing me. And so hopefully you guys can. All right, so we're gonna take this piece, and I just did a 11 by 4 1/4 and scored it at 5 1/2 to create the card base. I love the card bases that flip up like this. You're gonna see me do that like almost all the time. And then we've got a piece for the inside and a piece for the front. Okay, and then I must have included that as scrap paper. Well, that was nice of me. Usually I forget stuff like that. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this paper, this designer series paper, it has the little gold flecks, and we're going to adhere that to our card, our basic white card piece. And I'll put the measurements. I feel like this, let me make sure this is the right size. Yeah. I'll put the measurements in the description so that you guys can copy this if you wanted to. Here's the other side, and I'm going to use this. Sorry, I'm like getting myself re-familiar with this project. Re-familiarizing myself. Okay, so the other day, if you watched me live, this little tape runner kind of went off the track, and I was able to bring it back on. So I got that to work. I was so happy because look how much is left. I would have been so sad if that had run out. It had broken before I was even close to halfway through with it. All right, so I'm putting this on with just a little tiny bit of a border around those 3 sides there. And then I'm gonna add some adhesive up here. And I'm gonna do the same thing, and it's overlapping a little bit, that's okay. Okay. There we go. And I did grab some gold foil, and I just cut a little tiny strip of gold foil. And this is when you need, when you're doing some adhesive stuff, this is when you need your silicone mat because nothing sticks to it. So you can use your liquid adhesive or your tear and tape or whatever you need, and then it doesn't get all gooey on your desk or your paper. So there's that. Dot, dot, not a lot, remember that, for our adhesive. And I'm just going to put it right where the seam is. There we go. That's coming together so nicely. So when you're at a shoebox swap, this is how you basically set it up. Each person designs a project. They cut and prep all the pieces for you. Cut and prep all the pieces for you so that when you sit down to create, you're just kind of stamping like you're in a class. It's so fun. So much fun. I love it. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and do a little stamping. Here's my scrap paper. We're going to be using these 2 new ink colors, and they come in the new ink pad configuration. So hydrangea hue, it's magnetic. It's great, you guys. It's great. And it's a linen pad. And so you're just going to linen or felt, or I think it's linen, and you just ink it up like this. And we're going to do full force with this flower outline. And again, like I said, it's 2-step stamping. So we're going to bring in the inside filler piece, but instead of full force, we're going to stamp off to get it 2 different shades of this hydrangea hue. So we're going to stamp off like that. And then I just need to line it up. For this particular bundle or this stamp set, I like to do the outline first and then the inside. I feel like I can see it a lot better. You could go either way, totally up to you. Now that we've done that, let's grab the flowers or the leaves, and we're gonna do these in Peaceful Pine. And then ink this up. Now, if your ink pad is super juicy, like this one's pretty juicy, a little trick would be to take your bone folder or the back of a plastic spoon and just kind of move the ink out of the way. You can see it all pooling up there. You're gonna have a bunch of ink there, so I just kind of wipe it off here. And then I will clean this off with my chamois, just like that. Because I don't want, when I use my bone folder later, I don't want this ink to transfer. Okay. So now that I've kind of pushed some of that, there we go. We're gonna stamp twice, once here, and we'll do another one right here. We need to be able to die cut these. Okay, now we got the filler stamp. Excuse me. We're gonna stamp off, and then again, I'm gonna hover until it looks like I've lined it up and stamp down. And do that again, stamp off. Let's hover a little bit, hold it there, and stamp down. Okay, so there's our image. There are images there. I think that they turned out great. So you would then go and take the die cut and just die cut them out with your embossing cut machine. Excuse me, Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. I already did that ahead of time because I wanted to save a little bit of time, and I have them right here. Well, at least I have one. So there's that, and I will die cut these a little bit later and create another card with it. Let's see here. I'm missing one of my leaves, but that'll show up eventually somewhere. Okay, now let's take a look at this card. We are going to adhere this to the card base directly using some adhesive. I love that bigger border around here versus just 1/4 of an inch. And then, oh, we need to do a little stamping on this. So this one is one of the die cuts out of this Scalloped Blooms dies. So this is part of that mega suite, right? There's that. And then we're gonna find the thank you. Thank you for being there for me. We'll do hydrangea hue. There we go. Like just fits. Excuse me, I have a tickle in my throat. All right, let's bring this back in. And we are gonna pop this up with some Stampin' Dimensionals. There and there. Tonight I went to my son's school for a PTO meeting. I didn't know that they were gonna have the PTO and like meet the teacher night at the same time. And so that's what I got to do tonight. And that was fun, interesting to hear everything. Oops, I forgot to put something. Sorry, guys. Like I said, I have to remember how to put this together. I'm going to add this piece of vellum. So I die cut the vellum using one of these scallop dies here. And we're just going to tuck this in here. The reason I did the vellum is because it was a little bit busy of a card and I wanted to break up some of the color. In my card, it looks like I popped it up with dimensionals, but that's okay. This works. This works. And let's grab our flower. We're definitely going to pop this one up with some dimensionals. Just put them right here. And there we go. And then the leaves, I have another one of these. I just don't know what I did with it, so we'll pretend. So I'm just going to throw this one on with some dimensionals here, and we'll put it right, tuck it in right there. I like the way that looks, where it's kind of coming out a little bit up behind the flower. And then of course, some twine is always a good thing. We're going to do a quick little delicate bow. The twine, or this is actually called linen thread. This linen thread is an absolute must. It's kind of like, oops, to me, it's kind of like our embossing folders. Like if you're not sure something's missing on the card, and emboss a layer. If you're not sure something's missing on the card, throw on a piece of linen thread. It never fails, never. So there's that. And you can color the linen thread as well. Make it whatever color you want it to be. And the best adhesive for any ribbon or trim are our glue dots. So let's grab a glue dot. Does anybody have like a really cool glue dot dispenser? Does anybody have something really cool? I know I've seen where people put the ribbon around it. I know my friend Gail, I learned that from her. She had like ribbon tied around it. And so every time she pulled it out, it would kind of stay together. So it wasn't like doing that kind of a thing. But I want like I want a container of some kind to keep it together. All right, so I'm going to put it right there because I'm going to tuck that other leaf, once I find it, under there on that side. All right, and then I went ahead and cut everybody that came to the class some of their own little gems. And so let's go ahead and place those here. I'm going to use my scissors to do that. Doop, doop, doop. And this little guy. There. Okay, so that's the front of the card. I love it. I think it turned out great. And then we're going to stamp the inside. So the inside of the card looks like this. Okay, bring this piece back in. And we are going to ink up Your Blessing to Me in our hydrangea hue. Perfect. Then we've got another little flower that's part of the stamp set. And I'm just going to stamp this right here. Okay. And then there were these little, I don't know what these are called, little asterisks looks like, but we're just going to, did I do full force? I didn't, I stamped off. Okay, because I'm going to say that looks really dark. So I'm going to just stamp off and then I'm going to stamp right there. So cute. And then we are going to do, there's another two-step stamping situation here. We're going to ink up these two flowers, stamp off, and stamp right over that. Ooh, messed that one up a little bit, but that's okay. And then there's a little leaf somewhere. Where is that leaf? I don't see it. It's gotta be here. Oh, here it is. It was in my basket. This little tiny leaf here. And we're gonna stamp off on this one as well. Wow, this ink pad is so juicy. So stamp off and then right over that. There we go. and that's going to go on the inside of the card. And I have some samples to share with you guys tonight as well. So let me just kind of clear off my space so I don't get ink all over. I love, you guys, I'm loving these. Look at this. Ugh, so good. I love it. So glad that those are coming out. You can actually get the in color ones now, but then they're going to roll out some new ones, some of the other colors later. Okay, well, let's put this in here. This kind of got bent up, but I think once we reinforce it with this, it'll look good. Okay, right there. Awesome. Okay, if you're watching this video, if you can share the video, let me know you shared it, and I'll put you in a little drawing, and I'll give you, I'll give actually a couple people these cards right here. So definitely share with your friends these videos for me. All right, let's talk a little bit about some other projects. So you guys know I mentioned the sale is going on, and I have some of the cards from the shoebox swap that these were designed by other demonstrators. And I'm sorry I did not put the names on the back of them. The shoebox swap that I went to was hosted by Jennifer and Amy and Katrina. And if I can remember, I'll try to remember. I know Sandy designed this one. I remember that. So this uses a current stamp set, and then the in colors painted patterns. And these are the pieces here. This is on sale right now. So the sale goes until the end of this month. Let me grab that out again. It's 15% off select designer series paper. So I'll let you know what's part of that sale and what's not. This paper here, sadly, is not part of the sale. It's a specialty paper, so they didn't include that. But here's one of the cards. So cute. And it's got some of this designer series paper in the background. It's very, very muted. So there's that. Here's another one. This one was designed by Amy. So cute. I freaking love this. As soon as I made this, I knew I had to go home and buy it. And she used the Everyday Essentials designer series paper. This is on sale because she used this pattern right here. But I did see this was sold out. I'll have to check and see if it's coming back before the end of August. Because if it is, that's a great time to snatch it up. This paper right here would have been perfect with that Learn and Grow stamp set that I shared the other day. So here's that card. So cute. Linen thread. I love this two-step stamping. I definitely need to do some more with this stamp set because I did buy it. All right, here's another one. Okay, now I gotta remember who designed this one. Shoot. You know, was it Karen? Sorry, I'm just drawing a blank. I think Karen designed this one, I think. But Moonlit Flora is the beautiful designer series paper. This one is also on sale. Here's the card. Did I stamp on the inside? Nope. Okay, there's that. And then Linda, I know she did this one. I love this. This is using the Stampin' Blends to color this in, and look how great that looks, just using the two different colors of blends. And then this designer series paper is called Valley in Bloom. It is also on sale, and it is so pretty. So pretty. Okay, so those were the ones that were on sale. And then let me show you a couple other ones. So this is another card, and I can't remember. Was it Jennifer who designed this one, maybe? Oy vey. No, I think Jennifer did this one. Sorry, guys. I should know this stuff. But here's one of the cards that did not use designer series paper. This used the designer series paper that I used tonight. And it even uses the little embellishments here. Okay. And then I know that Miss Katie did this one. So cute. What a cute technique of like crumpling up the paper. And I'm trying to remember who did this one. I can't remember. Sorry, maybe this was Jennifer's. Anyways, so cute. Darling, darling, darling. And then Katrina actually made all of these for everybody. This uses the silly old, well, actually she didn't use the paper. She just used the stamp set and the dies to create this. But the silly old bear paper is not on sale. I'm sorry about that. And then this one right here. I can't remember who made this. I'm sorry, guys. Waterside Retreat paper. This one is also not on sale. So the other ones I showed you, on sale. These are not, but I just had to show you those projects anyway. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to try to work through my all of my little card kits that I have laying around that I just want to finally create and inspire you guys with. Oh, I didn't even see I had comments. Hi, Franny. Good to see you. Okay. I think that's it. Let me see here. Let me refresh this. It's like sometimes it shows comments on the phone and then sometimes it shows it on the computer. I never know. Facebook is always changing things. So, okay. Anyways, that's it for tonight. I hope you liked this project. Please do share this video. Let me know that you shared the video, and then I will put you in a little drawing to receive the card in the mail. All right, guys. Have a great night. Thank you. Bye. Thanks, Rhonda. Good to see you. I'm looking forward to seeing you next month.